This is Besties and Books.
with Em and Roxy. Welcome back to Besties and Books. I'm Roxy.
And I'm Em, and this is our second episode. Let's just jump straight in. How is your month going?
It's December. What can I say? It's crazy. I feel like I'm already kind of having December burnout.
Mind you, this is we're recording this on.
We're halfway in.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Halfway in December, and I think it's more so the things I know that are still ahead of me that are kind of making me feel burned out than the things we've already done. I mean, we went on our trip. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. We unfortunately didn't get any snow though.
We got a little snow, but it didn't last. It didn't stick on the ground, unfortunately. But I mean, I have a couple dinners coming up, some of which I need to actually do at my own house because I'm an adult now and I have my own place. And
Oh, that was a choice.
yeah,
That was a choice.
I did it was my choice to go and invite people. But yeah,
Never invite people.
honestly, now I have two dinners that I need to do at my place. I'm invited for another dinner at my family. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about all of these things. And I know I'm going to have such a great time when the time comes and we're doing them. But now I'm just kind of sat here okay, last week of work coming up. I know it's going to be really busy. And then I need to still go and get everything for all these dinners. And I still kind of need to talk to some people and see who's going to do what and organize stuff. So it's just a lot kind of ahead of me still. But I am excited. What about you?
Wait, I want to rewind. You only have one more week of work?
Can you not get stuck up on that? Yes. Yes. Next week is my last week.
I'm personally offended by that.
You know what to do then, don't you? Go quit your job, honestly. Quit your job, Em.
No, I love my job.
Well, then quit whining. It's one or the other.
Never.
How many more weeks do you have to work then? Because the week after that is Christmas, no?
How many more weeks until it's summer? No, I have the actual holidays off, but I don't have a Christmas break.
So you just get your holiday just starts in the middle of the week because Christmas is on a Wednesday.
Yeah, that's my first day off. The day we have our Christmas dinner with our friends, I'm still working until 5. I know, and I also gotta prep the food because I said I would bring food.
Oh, right. This is one of the dinners I was talking about. We're doing a friend's Christmas dinner.
I did not think it through. It was a choice for me too.
Exactly. I was making all of these plans with everyone, and now the plans are actually coming. And I'm like, shit, I need to prepare for all of these things I said I do.
Yeah.
And I want to, again, I really want to, but I just kind of, I just need to write it all out and see that it's really not that much of a big deal. But I'm kind of getting that burnout because I am already also, work has been a bit crazy. It's the end of the year, everyone's coming in. I don't know why. It's double the work. I love my job, but yeah, it's a bit crazy. And then we had our trip just on a weekend. Yeah, it's just been already a bit much. But also, I already know I'm also going to be sad in January when everything is over. Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
So yeah, that's my December. What about you?
It's been really busy. A lot of stuff going on at work, a lot of Christmas events that need to be planned. So I'm working a lot of nights, which is fine. It's fun stuff. It's a fun month with all the activities. It's just a lot, yeah.
Hmm.
And then I also have a lot of personal activities like Christmas with the family, Christmas with friends. In the Netherlands we also have Sinterklaas, which I also have to do with my family. So yeah, it's a lot, but I love December.
Yeah, so like I said, lots of plans, but you are excited for them.
Always. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. You know that.
So I guess we'll kind of round it up by saying we're very busy and it's a lot, but we're happy about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good.
So let's continue with our buddy read of December. And of course, we had to do a Christmas read. And it was called "'Tis the Season of Revenge" by Morgan Elizabeth, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Roxy's gonna start with giving you guys the blurb, and then we're gonna go into what we thought about it.
All right. Abby Keller thought that Richard Bartholomew Benson III would be her forever. In their 4 years of dating, she never doubted that she wouldn't end up with his grandmother's engagement ring on her finger. Sure, she had to change a few things about herself to fit that mold, but she was sure that at the end of it all, it would be worth it. That is, until he leaves her crying outside her apartment, having broken it off with her because she's just not serious enough. She was just fun, he tells her. And now that Richard has becoming a partner at his law firm in his sights, he needs to focus on work. So she does what every girl does when she's broken up with. She calls her friends, gets drunk, dyes her hair, and formulates her plan for revenge. It just so happens that the universe supports her efforts and gives her the perfect match to prove her ex that he made a huge mistake, his boss.
Ooh. So, give me your thoughts. I can already see on your face that we're gonna have very different opinions about
Yeah,
this book.
this was quite the ride. I have to say the blurb doesn't sound that bad. The blurb sounds fun, and I was really interested, honestly. We kind of decided on this book together, right?
Yeah, I want to say that before you start because I can already see on your face where this is going. She's gonna try and tell you that I forced this book on her.
No, I would never. I would never. Because I literally just said, like, we agreed on this. You sent me the blurb,
Yeah,
and that's why I have to say, like, the blurb sounds interesting to me. But this book, oh my God, it just wasn't it for me. Nothing hit. Nothing hit. Nothing hit. Everything,
really?
it was too much. It was just like, how do you say that in English? Like, it was just laid on there way too thick for me.
Y- Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't agree though, but I
Yeah.
I know what
And,
you mean.
and
Yeah.
when they do that, it just makes it too much for me to be able to take it seriously, maybe relate, and maybe feel something when bad things happen to our main character, who I also thought was not likable. So I just didn't like,
Are you talking about Abby or Damien?
well, I mean, both, but mostly Abby.
You didn't like? Okay, yeah.
Nothing, that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing in this book hit for me. Main character didn't hit, like, the sad story didn't hit for me. The spice wasn't spicing for me. I'm so sorry.
I respect your opinion, but I strongly disagree.
Your opinion is valid.
Look at us. Therapy is finally working out.
Okay, what did you think then?
No, wait. Give your
Oh, I have to
rating
rate
first, though.
this?
You have to rate this.
I'll give it a 1 out of 5 for effort, for actually having put the words on paper.
Oof, that's
Mm-hmm.
harsh. But you're a harsh critic when it comes to books.
For me, like, it either hits or it doesn't. And this one didn't.
Like I said, I respect you. Your opinion is valid.
And here's the thing, like, I really don't want to be a hater. I really don't. And I had really good hopes for this book. But, I mean, what did you think of Abby then? Come on.
Well, she wasn't my favorite female character, but I didn't mind. Like the thing is, it was laid on thick, but I can relate to it though. I can see like okay, she was in an abusive relationship. She lost a lot of herself. She's developing that again. Um she's just extra, and I get that because I'm
Mm.
extra too. Like welcome to the extra life, I guess. It is laid on thick, and I didn't love the fact that they kind of portrayed Abby as to be like, okay, she's just a makeup artist, and she's blonde, she's short, she has not much going on besides that. I get what the author was going for. I get that she was trying to be like, okay, this is the abuse that she suffered from Richard, and this is the thought pattern that Richard put into her mind. But I did think it was laid on very thick. I would have liked seeing more character development in Abby.
And maybe just a bit more nuance. A bit more nuance. Because I think some of the points that she was trying to prove could have, or like, she was trying to convey to us, like the abuse and how that changed her. I feel like that would have come across the same or perhaps better for me if it was a bit more subtle. Because it was just very much like, do you know, like, show don't tell? It was just tell.
I get that, but on the other hand, I also think it was very realistic in that way that a lot of women are in abusive relationship like this, where everyone sees like, oh girl, get out, but they don't see it
Yeah,
themselves because they're so deeply in love.
yeah, that's true.
and they only get out of it and then see the red signs. So I didn't mind that. I get what you mean, but I also think like, yeah, it can be like that. And it was laid on fic, but again, it's fiction, so it's always gonna be laid on
Yeah.
fic. The only thing that did really kind of annoy me in this book, I don't like it when it's like, how do you say it? Like, you could have prevented the third act breakup.
Right.
When it's like, okay, just come clean now.
Just talk to each other, communicate. Yeah, I hate that.
I don't love that in a book
No.
because it always just makes me anxious. Like, oh no, I know a third act breakup is gonna be there, and it could have been prevented if y'all just talked.
Yeah.
I do think though, saying that I was really scared every time she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell him," and she didn't. I was like, "Oh, ho, no." In the end, I didn't think like the third act breakup wasn't that bad. It was like one page, so I was fine with
That's
it.
also a problem I had with it. Because I'm like, okay, what's his name? The new guy's name? The boss.
Damien,
Damien, of course. He's just kind of like, I feel like he gets over it really quickly that she basically used him. Of course, like at first, that's how it started, and that's not at all what it's like at the end, because like they really do fall in love. But I think I would find that to be quite a big betrayal, honestly, and I wouldn't just.
would you though? Because they always agreed, like from the start, that it was just fun,
Yeah, but then,
that they weren't gonna be in a relationship.
yeah, but like clearly, it was clear to everyone that that's not.
Well, yeah, but they never had that conversation though. So what are you gonna?
Be mad about, you mean?
Yeah, like, okay, I get it. It's not nice what she did. But on the other hand, she did say, like, okay, if you said from the start, I want a relationship, I wouldn't have let you on.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think that just made it a bit more like it just added to it feeling unrealistic and like I couldn't relate to that myself. I was just kind of like, oh, that's convenient, I guess, for the story again. I don't know.
I get you. But then again, I love books that aren't realistic.
Yeah.
I want big romance. I want to be swooped away. Like, I know it's never going to happen in real life, but I want it in books. I don't want to relate.
And that's totally fair. And I mean, I love a good romance, but I think I need a bit more nuance and a bit more subtlety. And I think also personally, I just love a good yearning. I love some yearning. And this was just very much like instant gratification, right?
Yeah, and I love that. And I think that's really funny because you're a big slow burn girly,
Mm-hmm.
where I am not. I don't really like slow burn. Unless it's done right, but I honestly Crescent City is kind of only the only slow burn I've read. So for
I don't know that it is a slow burn, is
to
it?
me it's slow burn. They didn't even
Okay.
fuck like the entire first
Okay,
book.
but like I don't know that that makes a slow burn. Like it is obviously from very early on in the books made clear that they like each other and like they're quite, isn't it? Like okay, maybe they don't say it, but like we all know. We all know.
Of course. And I like that. I like knowing where we're going. I like knowing where we're ending up.
So what's your rating then?
At 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was like a cute, fluffy Christmas read. I loved it.
I mean, yeah, sure was fluffy. But okay, what about the spice? Because I did say spice is not spicing for me. It did not hit me at all in any of the right spots. It just made me cringe.
I loved the spice. It was normal spice. Like I wouldn't like it's a spicy book, but I wouldn't say it was like shocking to me. And I liked it. I do think because it was that fast paced, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I could have done with a little less spice and a little more emotional development for Abby without
Oh yeah.
Damien. Because I think like a lot of things that she got in her mind because of what Richard said, Damien was always the one that got her out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I love a supportive man. I love that Damien was that for her. But I also would have loved seeing her grow into herself on her own and finding that confidence again on her own.
I totally agree with you. Actually, I think that would have made the book so much better because throughout the whole book, we only see Abby being able to really see herself through the men that she's dating. that's obviously what got her, in such a bad situation. And maybe that is like what happened because of Richard and everything he
Yeah.
put her through. So I think that would have been really great character development to see that she kind of stepped out of that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I mean, if because they were together for 4 years, if you suffer abuse for 4 years, it's gonna take probably a lot longer to be able to do
Yeah.
that. But I do agree that I think that would have lifted the book for a higher rating, for me.
Yeah, same. So yeah, the spice was just normal spice. Don't really have a lot to say about it. It hit for me. It was nice. Would I read it just for the spice? No.
Okay. Yeah, not there was nothing special, I don't think. All right, have you got anything else to say about this one?
No, I think we said it all.
Yeah, me too.
I would definitely recommend it for a Christmas read.
You would? Okay, you would. I wouldn't, but that's just because we're too different like that.
Yeah.
All right. How about you tell us what you read this month then?
I read Mountain Grump by the Queen, SJ Tilly.
I saw that on your Insta.
Oh, I love this book. But wait, let me first start with the blurb. Tilda, I have a new house. Well, new to me. Just like living in my own place on top of the mountain, rather than in a city apartment, is new to me. But it's mine now because my great uncle Jack passed away and he left me his freaking house in Colorado, on the border of Lonely Peak State Park. But that's not all he did. He also left a series of letters, a scavenger hunt of clues that leads me back to Vegas, to his lawyer's office, to the reading of his will, where I learn I must marry in order to keep my sudden inheritance out of the greedy hands of my family. And since they're the worst, I only have one option: ask the grumpy park ranger I just met to be my husband. Even. Jack never lied, not outright, but he did omit some things, like the fact that his grandkid, Maddie, is actually a full-grown woman named Matilda, and the fact that she looks like a walking, talking mountain fairy, with her long purple hair and her wardrobe of lust-inducing dresses. He also failed to mention that he was setting us up, that he was setting all this up. And now, when the woman I unwittingly agreed to watch out for stands before me asking me to marry her, there's only one answer I can give.
That is a lot of effort from Grandpa.
Great uncle.
Oh, sorry, great uncle.
But yeah, it was such an amazing book.
I mean, you had me in like the first bit. I was like, oh, I'd love to inherit like some house in Colorado.
I know, right? It's the dream. And then you meet a grumpy ass
I do love me a park ranger. I do.
girl. I love this series. Like, I love the whole series, but
It's a series.
it's a series. Like, there are 3 books, I think, in the Mountain Man series by S.J. Tilly, and this is the newest one. This also concludes the series. Really sad about that. I think this might have been my favorite one.
And it's all like different stories.
Yeah, it's like all these 3 men live in Colorado in a lonely town on a mountain.
They all friends or what?
Well, they're not directly friends.
Like they know each other.
Yeah, they know each other, and you have crossovers in the books.
I do love that kind of series.
Yeah, and Ashley Tilly has a bunch of these series, by the way. So
You're trying to get me on that?
yeah, always recommending her to everyone. But no, I think I love this book because there were so many things going on, and even like he was going through it. He was like grumpy, didn't really like anything or anyone, I think. The only one that he really talked to was like Uncle Jack, and he died, and his sister. And then he just meets this like purple extra girly that hangs ribbons in his park.
That's probably like a full body shock to him, honestly.
Yeah, and I just love it to see him going from like the grumpy man to like actually loving on her. Like, he doted on her every move. They were in a plane crash.
What the hell? How did we get here? We're on a mountain. Why are we in a plane crash? What the hell?
He flies them to Vegas, and they have an emergency landing, aka a plane crash, and they're stranded like in like one of his cabin for like 2 days.
Oh, the plane just landed on his cabin.
No, they walked.
Oh, of
through the
course.
woods,
No, sure.
survive some mountain lions.
Okay, great.
And they're just there with each other and just having the best time of their lives. And he's just doting on her. And I love that in a man. You can just see that she's everything for him. And that just gets me every time. And there's just a lot of going on with her family and with great Uncle Jack that
But he's dead.
I know, but he keeps on leaving messages.
He just won't stay dead.
Yeah, but he just planned all of this. So he has a bunch of letters at his lawyers, and every time shit is going fine, one of those letters pulls up, and I personally love that. A bit of drama, like
A bit.
yeah, it was it was such a good book. There was so many things going on.
How many pages was this?
Oh, I really don't know. It wasn't that thick, I think.
So much happening. Plane crash. Letters. You gotta marry. Inheritance. Psych. No, not for you. Unless you marry some fucking park ranger, and otherwise I'll give it to your family.
And in the end, she finds out that Ethan fucks her over.
No! Why would he do that? No, what?
I know.
Okay, this book is crazy.
For the plot.
What?
No. Like, Ethan gets letters too. And he gets like a letter from Jack saying, like, okay, if you marry her, you get like this amount of money.
Oh no.
Mind you, he never did it for the money. He thought he threw that letter out. But apparently the letter.
Did he not believe it? Was he like, oh, this is some bullshit?
No, he believed it. He was just like, fuck this. I like this girl. I'm marrying her. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for her.
Oh, like he got rid of the letter,
Yeah.
thinking, okay, that way.
She's never gonna find out. I'm not gonna hurt her feelings.
But he still get the money.
Well, yeah. Let me finish.
Fine.
So he gets rid of this letter, he thinks. Apparently it didn't. Like, I don't know how that went, but it didn't reach the trash can. Conveniently.
Uncle Jack pulling up his ghost.
Yeah, he took it out. And then she does read it, and she's like, oh my god, he's the same as everyone. He's just using me. He didn't really like me. He's just playing. So they break up, and this man groveled.
Third act breakup or what?
Yeah, I know.
And then he got over it, or she got over it in one page, did she?
No,
Okay, good. Okay, good. That's
it was
good.
like it wasn't like that long, but it was a few pages, and like no, because she had a lot of development too.
I'm not saying she didn't.
She was going through it. She was finding her own way, learning to live on her own in the fucking mountain. She's a queen. We love Tilda.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot of work.
She has a pet duck,
Okay,
and he attacks even.
I kind of like that.
I love these books. They always have a random wild animal as like a pet.
What were the other ones?
Ooh, a fox, I think.
I would want a fox. I've always wanted a fox.
The fox's name was Buddy.
I would not name my fox Buddy.
Okay. Well, he almost dies, and then they build him a whole ass house.
These books are crazy.
Yeah, you need to read one of these.
Oh
They're
my god, I don't
amazing.
think I'll survive the ride, honestly.
But like, it goes very smoothly though. It's not like I'm like, oh, what is happening? Where am I?
Getting hit left and right.
For real. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Well, Tilda has a lot of like development herself, and she can be on her own. She's a strong woman on her own. She finds that out during the book that she doesn't need Ethan.
Oh, that's good.
We always love a strong man that dotes on us. So
Mm.
even though we don't need him, we want him.
It does actually sound like a good book. Did you already give us your rating?
No, because I'm still trying to finish my train of thought. So it was a third act breakup, but this man was groveling. He used all the money he got from Uncle Jack to build a whole ass state park, like thing for ducks in the park. He spent 25K. No? More.
I'd say more.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it in English.
A whole lot of money.
A whole lot of money to build her and her little duckies. A whole village. It was so beautiful.
I mean, as he should. Like, what else was he gonna do?
I know, because he was already rich.
Oh. Really? Park ranger, rich? I mean,
He made a good investment.
Okay, I was gonna say, I have no real knowledge about how much that pays, but
Well, it's a book, so a lot.
yeah, it's a book, so a lot.
We're gonna be Delulu, and I love that.
All right, give me your rating.
5 out of 5.
Damn. Okay.
You know,
SJ
you
Tilly.
know, I will never do my queen dirty.
I should have known.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I should get on this sometime, but
Oh, please do, please do.
I'm scared.
No, honestly, don't do that. You're gonna ruin the books for me.
You say this all the
You're gonna
time.
say something negatively, and then I'm gonna be like, we can't be friends anymore.
I wouldn't.
End of the
I would
podcast.
just never bring it up again.
I would know.
But like, two things can be true at the same time. Something can not be for me, and it can still be for you.
I know, and I'm pretty sure that that is gonna be the case with most of the books that I gave a 5-star rating.
All right. Well, I mean, I have too many books on my TBR anyway.
Yeah. Stick to your own lane.
Yeah.
Also, I gave you a SJ Tilly book to read, and you had it stuffed.
Quit bringing that up. This was a different part of my life.
Literally hide it from people that came in because they couldn't see.
Different part of my life. I've come a long way since then.
Well, maybe if you ever get out of book jail, I'll give you an SJ Tilly book again. But yeah, that concludes my read of December,
Yeah.
or at least the read I wanted to tell you guys about. So, give us the deets. What did you read this month?
I finished one of the books I think I talked about very briefly in the last episode. The book Will It Hurt by Lilly X. I'll read the blurb to you guys before I get into what I thought about it. A witch prone to chaos, a grieving, murderous vampire. When hate turns to heat, can they work together to bring a loved one back from the dead? A witch and a vampire walk into a bar, except they don't. It's a cafe, and they almost kill each other. But snap judgments never last. If only Jin didn't desperately need a witch to cast a retraction spell, and Ayla Laxmi wasn't the only one available for miles. The hate is still there, but so is something else. Something that's way more complicated. As their forced partnership begins to feel a little less forced, the two start to believe they might actually have a chance at bringing a loved one back from the other side. Or do they?
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like once I read you the blurb, you actually would maybe like this.
Well, the hate throws me off. You know, I'm not into enemies to lovers.
Maybe I don't know what like true enemies to lovers means, but they get over that shit real fucking fast. And it says here on the top, on the back of the book, it says 4 knights, 2 powerful beings, 1 goal. So this whole book happens in the time span of 4 nights.
That is wild.
So I don't know if we really call that enemies to lovers. Like, as it says in the blurb, like, snap judgments never last. They meet each other. They started off on the wrong foot, but
Okay, then then it sounds nice.
yeah, there's not a lot of hate because we only got 4 days, okay?
We gotta hurry up.
And since it literally says that on the back of the book, I should have probably never picked it up because I I struggle with like when things move so fast. So the book warned me fair and square, and I was like, okay, let me just read it anyway. And then I was reading it, and I was like, oh, but it's all going so fast.
That's on you.
Yeah, that is completely 100% on me. I mean, what was I thinking? It literally told me fair and square what it was gonna give me, and then yeah, I was like, oh.
What? That's not my thing.
I have to say, this was like a nice read though. I really didn't like, yeah, okay, maybe it's not my favorite that it moves so fast, but it also didn't ruin the book for me.
Oh, that's good.
So, Jin is the vampire, and a loved one of hers dies. Like, a vampire loved one dies.
Okay.
Or gets killed, more like, because Ayla, I hope I pronounced that right, Ayla Laxmi is a witch, and her job is to execute vampires that want to die. So,
Oh, okay.
should we have done a trigger warning for that? Fuck. I don't know. Just vampires live really long, and I guess if you can't die, because I think they can't die from, attempting it themselves. and they're really hard to kill. So yeah, if you've lived I don't know how many years and you're kind of over it, you have to call up this witch.
Okay.
It's her job, and she like shoves some silver down their nose and then they die.
Weird side hustle, but you do you, queen.
No, she doesn't like that job and she's trying to get out of it, and that's why she works with Jin, because she was like, okay, I'll do it, but you got to pay up because I want to get out of this job.
Fair enough.
And so there's like a mutual benefit for both of them. Jin really wants to get her loved one back, and Ayla wants to get a shit ton of money so she can leave her job. So that's why they initially start working together. And then they fall in love. I mean, isn't it kind of a joke that lesbians, they move so fucking fast, like the speed of light? They just
Oh, I never heard that.
really, this book sure did. I mean, 4 days, 4 nights, and they really be getting to it.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do when you only have 4 days.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's a good book. It definitely also kind of gets into magic. So if you're into that, I can see how this can be interesting for you to read. I mean, it goes into a little bit into the vampire side of it, but not necessarily like I'm used to, but then again, like vampires are different in every
Yeah, that's
book,
true.
I think, because it's not like a real thing, so every writer can just give their spin on it. But yeah, I liked both of those aspects. I think they were good. I think they were interesting. My favorite character is Jin. I really did like her. I'm like, you're so cool. She's a vampire.
Oh, tell us more. Why did you like her?
I liked her because, well, muscle mommy, I guess.
Yeah, you're a sucker for that.
I am. um, but she was also a bit of a tortured soul, and I'm a sucker for that as well. And I mean, they just combined two of my most favorite things. So
Perfect character for you.
yeah. And I mean, I didn't mind Ayla, but well, I don't know. I don't think I felt too much towards her per se. And I mean, the book is kind of woke. It does kind of address a lot of subjects, and I think that is perfectly fine, and I think that's good, and I think they should, because Ayla lives in like a coven with other witches, and I think there is a non-binary witch, and just like things like that, and I think
Oh, that's
that's
nice.
really
Yeah.
great. I think what made it sometimes a bit odd for me is again the time span of just 4 days, and like you're trying to introduce these characters so fast, and it just felt a little bit like, okay, you're just telling me all these things, you're not really letting me get to know the character, you're just like shoving
I am. Yeah.
things about this character down my throat. But that is just a time span, and that is just a thing for me. So maybe if you read this book, it will not bother you at all.
Probably not.
No, that might just be very personal for me. And there were certain things in the book that are also, again, time span related that I don't like the tropes of, yeah, one of the witches gives Ayla like a CBD gummy or something to
All
sleep.
right. Let's get lit.
Yeah. She's like I guess you would say like a green witch, so she's like all up in the potions and the garden and so she made that for her because she couldn't sleep, and that kind of induces a weird dream for her in which the vampire's in there. I'm like, oh, this is just like so convenient, but on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know how else you would maybe make this happen in such a small
Yeah.
time frame. So it felt like it was just put in there because a lot needed to happen and we only got 4 days. So knowing that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna look past this and
Hmm.
just continue reading. I'm just thinking, what would I rate this book? I'm struggling because I'm thinking maybe I would rate it like a 2.5 out of 5,
Oh, okay.
but I feel like that's too low
Yeah, that is low.
because it's not a bad book. It's just for me personally, it's the time span that it just threw me off a little.
Hmm.
But if that doesn't bother you, and I guess if it wouldn't have bothered me, it would be more like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, it was a solid read. Was not a bad book at all. It was also fairly spicy.
Oh,
Uh, definitely for me spicy. Like I have not of my own will read anything this spicy in a long time.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, and also, I mean, the spicy novel was fun, but I was really interested in if they were gonna bring back that person from the dead or
Yeah,
not.
like,
At one point, I was like, okay, I just need to keep on going. I need to know what happens to Belle. And should I say it?
yeah.
Okay, no, she does come back.
Okay.
But then she's kind of like, I didn't want to come back. I'm gonna go again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're trying to bring someone back that show. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Fair
no,
enough.
but Jin thinks that Belle was like compelled
Oh,
by kind of the vampire, like the head vampire of their vampire family, to go and do that.
okay, but she wasn't?
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
She
that's.
was actually like, no, this is what I wanted.
Uh-uh.
But Jin did need to hear that from her
Okay.
and like a goodbye because Jin didn't know. Belle just kind of like up and left.
Oh, yeah, that's not smart.
And then Jin, I think, just found some letters or like someone told her, like, yeah, she went to um, Edinburgh or I don't know where this is again, but some misty, rainy place in England or Wales or I
Love.
don't fucking know where. And so she goes there and she meets Ayla and she tries to kill her. Because she's like, you killed Belle. And I mean, yeah, she kind of did, but.
No, because imagine you're like putting everything in here, paying the big bucks to bring someone back, and that someone is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, I was
Like,
fine.
no, let me sleep.
Yeah,
That's tough.
that is kind of what happens, but and we're saying it now like in a laughing matter and kind of that it was like, oh, you did that, like the whole storyline was for nothing, but no. That did need to happen and they did need to be able to say their goodbyes.
Yeah, I get that.
And it was really meaningful, I think, when it did happen, when they do find each other in the end again. So I did actually really like the ending of the book.
Yeah, no, I get it. It just sounds funny. Like, oh, okay, my bad. I'll help you do it again.
And the title, by the way, because it's called Will It Hurt? That's what Belle asks Ayla when she kills her for the first time. She's like, will it hurt? Like dying.
Yeah.
And then in the end, Ayla's like, uh, yeah, you're the only person I've actually spoken to after I killed them, so like, does it hurt?
Savage.
Yeah.
What did she say though?
I think it was something like only for a little bit or something, and then it's over. I don't know. I actually don't remember.
Oh, damn.
I guess it was not significant because I don't really remember.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my read.
Sounds like a fun read.
It was it was also funny. Like the book is funny. It was a good read, honestly. Okay, so that concludes my read of the month. Let's talk about what we're gonna read for the upcoming month. Let's talk about our buddy read, some personal books we might want to read before the next episode. Do you have anything on your your TBR list?
Girl, I got so many things on my TBR list.
All right, let me rephrase. Do you have something you're actually planning to read with it, like before the next episode?
Oh, before the next episode, I hope I will finish it. Like I got the new release from Cora Riley, The Madman and His Broken Princess, that I still gotta read. I'm definitely gonna finish that before the next episode. And I'm also like I took a little break from Crescent City
Me too.
reading because I wanted to do all the holiday reading. So I'm hoping I'm gonna well, not hoping. I'm gonna start again in January with Crescent City.
When you say that, you mean the third book.
Yeah, I mean the third book.
Yeah, I'm 40% in the second book.
Oh, you're up for some good shit. Can't wait to discuss that next.
I really need to like get back into it, like really in, because now I'm just listening to it here and there because I have it on audiobook. And I just noticed myself being like, what the hell is going on? I really need to actually sit and listen.
Yeah.
Because right now I have kind of the bad habit of just putting it on and then I'm doing things in the meantime. And I notice I'm not,
Yeah, that's not working out for this book.
yeah, I'm not retaining as much of the info as I need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I need to be better about that. But also with Christmas and everything, I don't have the mental capacity for a story this big.
No, that's why I'm starting again in January. When everything goes back to normal, I'm picking that up too.
Yeah.
And well, I'm gonna finish Crescent City first, and then start Brimstone. So I don't know if that's gonna be before the next episode, but
Yeah, those are two like major books, right?
yeah.
Like they're thick.
So we're gonna see where we end up.
All
What
right.
about you?
Well, as I just said, my previous book, Will It Hurt, like that was some fast paced shit. And I already told you when I finished it, there is only one thing I can do, and that's a 180 and pick up a classic. So the next day after I finished that book, we went to the bookstore and I picked up Wuthering Heights.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's definitely a 180, all right.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I've noticed, I mean, I'm into it, I am, but it takes also a bit more brain power to read it because this is English, British English from like 200 years ago.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So it's definitely, it takes a little bit to comprehend what I'm reading, but I'm into it. And the book is not so thick, so it's like not super daunting, you know? So I'm having a good time with that. I sure do hope I got it finished before the next episode because, yeah, she's not that thick. I should be able to read that. Um, and I think I'll also pick up Crescent City again in January. And yeah, then whatever buddy read we decide on doing.
Yeah, we got a fun plan for the buddy read because next week we're going to the bookstore again. We're going on a bookish date, and they have all these blind book dates there. So we're gonna pick one out, and then we're gonna do an unboxing and see what we get and what we're gonna read together next month.
I'm so curious. I don't do well with surprises.
Same. So this is gonna be a fun episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's our plan for this month. And like when I say this month, I mean between now and the next episode. And since we did kind of start this in the middle of the month last month, for the new year, we kind of just want to really do it by month. So the new episode or the next episode will come out the end of January, and then I think we'll just do it like that every month. That the episode is going to come out at the end of the month, and then we'll really say, okay, for next month we're going to read this and that, and it'll really be like a monthly thing.
Yeah,
So I think that was it for this episode.
I think so too.
All right. Well, since this episode will be put out right before Christmas, I just want to say Merry Christmas, everyone. And I hope you're having a wonderful time. I hope you're seeing your friends. I hope you're seeing your family. And also, we would like to already wish you a Happy New Year.
Yeah, I hope you guys have fun on the holidays, even if you're not celebrating. I hope you get some time off. Just do fun things and be safe in the new year.